Hey everybody, it's Nooch here, and welcome to my first episode of LEGO Star Wars Battles. We're gonna go through the tutorial and show some initial gameplay. Was able to get a hold of the beta with the help from some friends, and really excited. I'm really excited about playing this game. I really am. If you can see my channel, I've got some old videos from Star Wars Galaxy Heroes on there. That was a game I've played for a long time, about 4.5 years. I'm going to keep playing, and I enjoy that game. But I'm really excited for LEGO Star Wars Battles. It's a remake of a game I played called Clash Royale. It's very similar to Force Arena, but maybe adds a little more of a fun element with LEGO in there. And, Star Wars has a history of kind of copying games like Age of Empires was Galactic Battlegrounds. Was the first game I played back in the day on dial-up. We were making up things like GG for good game and AFK for away from keyboard, which you don't really do that anymore because people don't drop off their dial-up anymore. Anyway, let's get to the gameplay here. I just really want to jump in and show you, and we're going to show a lot of content. There is a lot to unpack with this game, and this is the tutorial. C3PO walking us through. Now, I don't have any sound on, and I apologize for that. Also chose a different name because I just wasn't sure if I should throw my name out there for this initial. We're going to change it after this video. You'll see that it's Nooch on there. So the tutorial, you see you're building towers. So the big difference, if you played a game like Clash Royale or Force Arena, you start off with towers, and the goal is to destroy the other player's towers. Whoever destroys the most wins the game. Well, in LEGO Battles, you only start off with the one tower, and the tower for the dark side is Darth Vader and his TIE Fighter, and for the light side is Luke and his X-Wing. So your initial goal is to destroy that tower. If you destroy that tower first, you win. Period. Done. You get 5, I don't know what we're calling them, LEGO blocks or chips. We're not calling them credits. I can't remember what we're calling them. I'm going to get to that. I'm new to the game. I'm learning it, so give me a break. I'll have it next time I come on. Here you see me choose a name. I'm going to choose Luke Vader, but later we'll change that to Nooch next time we play. So the difference between LEGO Star Wars Battles with some of these games you've played before is you're actually building the towers as you take control of the ground. So as you move forward, you can build more towers. And if no one destroys the primary tower by the end of the game, whoever has the most secondary towers built will win the game. And you'll get that many chits or Legos or whatever you want to call them. So that's kind of the difference between this game and any other game. You weren't building towers, or you weren't building towers that mattered toward the score of the game previously. So you see here, just built a tower on there. As Darth Vader passed it, I gained control. So there's my tower. I've got another tower there I'm trying to build, but it's about to be under attack from the Rebel Grenadier. The one shot, now that's interesting. That's just a sky. That's just going to be an aerial bomber. Boom, a TIE bomber comes in, drops it on there. Because the hit points were so low. Again, this is the tutorial. When you play, and you'll see here in a minute, your health on those towers will be a little bit more. You can see Darth Vader's about to destroy this tower. This is a really good tutorial. Walks you through building up, getting the towers as you walk by them. You kind of see the fun little Lego part of it. And when you win, yeah, Darth Vader does a little dance. There's his Lego dance, and your little stormtrooper on the ground is doing the dance too. So again, there is a lot to unpack, and we're not going to get to all of it today. I'm looking forward to publishing a lot of content about this game over time. We're gonna go through the scans that you unlock to get cards. They're very similar to chests, and almost every other game has chests. You unlock a chest, you get more cards for Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, your rebel troops, your stormtroopers, your AT-ATs, whatever. You get the more cards for those. There you go. There's a turret. So this is how you unlock the cards. You kind of fire at these at random. I think you're going to get them all here. There's a TIE bomber. There's a First Order Flame Trooper. So 3PO is going to pay some gems for us to get these extra, asteroids are blowing up there to get more cards. Normally you have to pay, like you can see, 7 gems for the first one and 14 gems for the second extra one. But you get 3 every time. So, as in every game, there's a way for you to whale or move ahead more quickly, and that's through gems. The game does seem like it's going to be pretty generous with giving out gems, and that's nice. The other thing you have are the credits, the little Lego knobs. I'm totally getting that wrong. Again, we'll find out as we get forward what they're called, and we'll start to remember it as we move. So here's, we're still playing Battle Simulator, but 3PO is letting us do it on our own now. So we'll go through a little bit of this gameplay. Right there, we laid down the tank. Now the tank is just going to target a building. That's the only thing it does. It moves very slowly, has a lot of health, and tanky tank goes right after the building. It's not bothering anything else in its way, although there's nothing else in its way right now. And there you see Luke facing off with Darth Vader. That's the fun part of the game. You get to use your favorite heroes, right? Now, the one thing I noticed is interesting there, you see the stormtroopers are laid pretty close to that tank, but they kept moving forward. So the lines of engagement seem pretty narrow in this game, and that's interesting to me too. You're used to being able, and maybe over time you'll see characters develop that have longer lines of engagement, like you can lay it farther away and it still fires at the unit on the other side of the board. But right now they seem fairly narrow from this entire 20-minute. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink out of my, well, sometimes it's a Star Wars mug, today it's not. So again, here we are opening a card. 3PO's paid for us to open a card. Normally these cards, Bomb Squad Trooper, Flame Tower. So you can see, you get cards to develop all these, and then as you get enough cards, you pay for the next level. So that first, everything starts off at a level 1. So you see I got 2 cards for those Rebel Troopers, and it showed that I could upgrade them. We'll show that in a minute. And when you can upgrade, it kind of shows them there, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 2 for this Turbo Laser. You can't upgrade that, you need 2 out of 2 to upgrade it. The first upgrade only costs you 10 of those studs. There we go, it's studs. I'll be saying studs a lot, I guess. So this upgrade, to upgrade the Commando to level 2, you got enough cards, you pay 10 studs, they're Lego studs, upgrade them to level 2. So now they're a little more effective, they've got more health, they've got more damage, etc. These Imperial Stormtroopers are pretty much the equivalent for the Empire. So that's another really interesting thing about the game, is you're either playing Empire or light side. And as it stands right now, you don't choose. You just jump into a battle, and it picks for you Empire or light side based on how many trophies, or I guess trophies, I don't know, or yeah, it looks like trophies that you built up for either Empire or light side. So if you've built up 300 Empire trophies and 150 light side Rebel, then they're not going to match you up. They're not going to match your 150 Rebel up with a 300 light side. They're going to match you up with a 300 dark sides, or 150. So they're trying to get you as close to the matchup as possible. I have noticed the matchups are a little bit difficult right now, but that's probably because it's a beta and there's not as many players on now. Once this releases, so you might be watching this after the game's released, I hope it releases soon, which I believe it actually will. I'm going to put up down at the bottom of the screen the StarWars.com announcement about the Lego game. Now, there were announcements last September when it was released, I believe, in India and Australia, on the other hemisphere from where I am. But there have been recent announcements on StarWars.com about the game coming out this year. And there also were a couple of YouTubers for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes that I play, namely Arnold and Mobile Gamer, that actually played the game on their channel, and they had big Lego banners. So that leads me to believe that they're advertising for the game, and that the game will be coming out sometime in the near future. So here we are in our first real battle. I'm not sure if it's a real battle, actually. Mike feels like I'm still playing against a bot, but that's fine. So we're oh, here's the Porgs. Okay, this is Porgtastic. So you can see, so they've not even seen Porgs in any other Star Wars game to this point, but you could see there, you drop a little army of Porgs and they destroy the gigantic tank. But of course, then they get destroyed by fire from that turret. Like, fire just completely obliterates them. But they swarm. They all have little tiny hit points. But when they swarm a big tank or even a tower, if they can get to a tower without burning up in flames, they're going to swarm it and kill that thing in a hurry. And that is Porglicious. I'm trying to think of all the Porg, I don't know, Porgisms I can come up with. So the Porgs are a lot of fun. I'd have to say those are actually the most fun unit I played with. If you look over there, you see the little army of B1s. That's the Dark Side's version of Porgs. They kind of dominate those big tanks and towers. The only difference is they're ranged. So they actually, if you lay down those B1s in front of Luke Skywalker while he's coming in, hang on, we're about to have some more Porgs. So here come the Porgs. Luke drives them back. The Porgs come in. Luke's taking some shots at the AT-ST, I guess, and the Porgs just maul it. Just mauled that thing. It's an AT-AT probably, but look at it. Now they get killed by flames. So If you want to kill a tank coming in at you, drop some porgs on it. If you want to kill a bunch of porgs coming in, or B1s, drop a flamethrower tower on it. That'll take care of it quickly. So that's the porgs are the things I enjoyed the most. I'm not sure where I was, what we're talking about, but really, I really enjoyed this part of the game. That was a lot of fun. And okay, so when you get to 30 seconds left in your match, nobody can build any more towers. So if you've got more towers up at that point, you're ahead in the game. Because like I said, the goal is to destroy that main tower. You can see that Darth Vader's TIE Fighter's down to 120 health right now. So one good more shot. And you might think it makes no sense I dropped a tank on top of a bunch of B1s because they beat it easily. But I was just trying to buy time to get to the Y-Wing bomber and kill that thing. So there we go. 5 studs. And you'll see where the studs come in here in a little bit. Not only does it help you with your trophies, I believe, and I'm going to learn that part, but it helps you to upgrade when you open a scan. And that's going to come into play maybe in our next video. We'll talk about that a little bit. When you open a scan, if you have you can see right there, boosting. You can kind of see it under boosting. You have to go get 6 studs. Yeah, boost your scan rewards by winning medals. Let's do that. So we'll dig more deeply into this next time. I don't want to try to cover everything really fast and bombard the information. Let's cover as much as we can, show some gameplay. You can see here as you progress in levels, you're going to go from different planets. You'll go to Naboo, Takodana. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, so you start off on Naboo and you progress forward as you as you progress forward, different units become available to you. And Geonosis, Hoth, Scarif. So as you progress forward, you can see that there's units at the bottom. You saw Princess Leia there, but as you move forward, you get more units. And probably like every other game, it's probably pretty relatively easy to move forward the first 4 or 5 levels, and then it starts to slow down. You really have to grind and build that collection up. So here's another battle. I really took some time to focus on Luke in this battle. Wanted to show some of his abilities. I know we spent some time on the porgs. I really do enjoy the porgs. They're porgonomic. I don't know. Okay, so one thing that I think is going to be interesting with this game is getting used to the economy of the towers. And by that I mean, do you rush in? Oh, here we go. So here's Luke action. So Luke's going to walk in. He's going to take out those 2 stormtroopers pretty easily. He's still at about 85% health. Now, he uses special. He does damage, kind of stuns, and shoves away Vader. And that, like, to a group, if you hit a group of B1s or something like that, it really takes care of them pretty quickly. Now, we'll show Luke in here in a minute, a little bit slow motion. So what we'll do over time on these videos as we're talking is we'll take an entire video at different points. We'll start breaking down each of these characters. We'll show details of what they do, how they operate by themselves in a bigger environment, and you can see how this is working. And I'm actually playing against a person here, Pao. So thank you, Pao. Hope you're watching and subscribing and liking. So here comes the big AT-AT, and the porgs are going to shred it like my goodness, like a match to a bale of straw. They're even doing some damage on Vader there. So you see porgs plus those rebel troopers. Vader isn't going to get through that. That's a pretty good combo there because he has to kill each porg individually. Vader, while he swings the lightsaber, it doesn't do area damage. It only kills one thing at a time. I think Luke's coming up here. Do we drop? Yeah, we drop him right here on the B1s. Now, the interesting thing is that if Luke is coming at you, I think, and you drop B1s ahead of him, because they're ranged and he's melee, they'll fire at him as he's coming up and actually do some damage. Here's going to use a special on Vader again, and now he's got a little help. So last time he died, Vader killed him, but this time he's got a little bomber there throwing some bombs down those rebel troopers, so Luke's going to win. Now we have an insurmountable force. Nothing's going to... The bomber wipes out the entire B1 squadron. Then the big tank kills the tower. I drop the porgs in. He's just done. This is over. It's going to be over very quickly. Those big tanks take out towers like nobody. He dropped a bomb. It doesn't matter. I got 3 of those bombers. That's kind of fun. So this is the basics of gameplay. And as we go through time, and you watch my account develop, and I work with you on your accounts, and I'm not sure if once the beta is done, we'll have to restart from 0, but that'll be fun to do, right? Like, start from 0 together. we can work with each other to build our accounts together, look at specific characters, how they function, what the way that they're used best, who maybe they're best in combos with. Kind of the nice thing about this game is when you open the cards, they actually tell you who somebody works best with or who they work well against. You get these supply beacons you get to collect every few hours, 3 or 4 hours, and they've got, that one had coins. I'm not sure if they all have coins or not. If you have accomplishments where you can earn more gems. So as you can see from 3PO, boost a scan. So that's that scan. I just boosted it 3 studs by getting, thought I got 5 in that. So I wonder if you can only get 3 at a time. That'll be interesting to watch. Here you can see there's a store. You can buy the starter bundle for $1. That's not too bad if you want to jump in there. They are going to offer, looks like 2 free cards every 10 hours, something like that. Didn't notice a second free card here, and I think I kind of made a mistake. I bought both of those packs of those Stormtrooper and Rebel Commando cards. If I went back, I probably wouldn't buy those. Just save the coins because you're going to get those character pieces or cards as you go anyway, and you're better off keeping the money so that you can upgrade them when you get the cards down the road. So I have a little bit of money left over. I have a few studs left over. That's odd to say that. So I have a few studs left over that I can upgrade these Rebel Troopers, or Rebel Commandos, pardon me, I'll have to get used to saying that. And you can see they get more damage per second, and more health. And you can see at the bottom, they're strong against. We'll go over that another time. But I'm not going to be able to afford to upgrade them again. But I can upgrade this tower to level 2 for 10. And I'm going to go upgrade my Imperial Stormtroopers to level 2 as well. I'm really kind of at the end of explanations here. We're not going to go into more specifics. What the plan is I'm going to release a pretty consistent amount of content. So keep your eye on, really subscribe if you want to get those notices that a new video has come out. And we're really going to take our time and look at how each of these cards function and look at the best way to progress your game, how to build your decks up so you can really do the best possible, play the best possible game you do. And I really want to grow together. I think I've said that, but that really is the goal. So let's do that together from scratch. Hopefully this game comes out soon and we can do it. You can see a little bit of time here to do the matchmaking. I'm guessing when everybody gets the game everywhere, it won't take as long. I think I get a rage quit on this guy, so let's watch real closely. Nervous Gel. Nervous Gel maybe is pretty nervous. So we'll talk about the gameplay about drop a tank. What that does is he's going to have to focus on that tank or it's going to go straight through and destroy his tower, right? Then you use it as a tank. You drop the flamethrower behind it. You put Darth Vader beside it. I have found that Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker with a tank is a pretty good combo because the stuff that kills one doesn't kill the other, and those heroes, the Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, you can see they're level 8. They're really hard to kill. They're kind of tanky on their own as well. So you see, we definitely got the rage quit. Nervous Gel has gone nervous and Nervous Gel maybe was away from keyboard, AFK. So in drop the Rebel Commandos. It's way too late for that. That thing is gone. Nooch is going to get 5 studs here. I think we'll go back and see. Well, we're gonna complete the. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to complete the boosting of that scan. So we get some gems because we have an accomplishment of boosting a scan. And I think we're going to open that scan as well. I think 3PO is going to fund us buying all 5 cards out of that again. If I remember right, maybe not. Maybe we just... are we going to open it? Nope, we're going to leave it. We're going to let it go the 2 hours. So you'll find those scans, depending if it's a bronze, silver, or gold. You got to wait 2, 4, 8 hours. There might be another level like a platinum or a Kyber or something, which I would guess would be probably 16 hours. So my recommendation, and something we'll talk about over time, is throughout the day, if you're going to play throughout the day, unlock the shorter time period ones, and then when you go to bed, unlock those 8-hour ones, and let it unlock while you're sleeping. You don't have to think about it. So one more gameplay here. Dropped a tank. We got the Stormtroopers coming in. We're going to put up a flame tower. Flame tower is going to just burn them to shreds. One note about flame towers, they can't fire in the sky. But you can see over here I got the tank with Luke, and I just built a tower in the middle of the board, and here's Padre again, not really trying. Maybe these are bots then, and I'm thinking they're people. Because Padre is not impressing me very much, and then Padre is kind of AFK again. So perhaps those first few rounds, you're playing against bots, building up your confidence like Nooch's was built, and then you go from there. Are we going to give him something? Hey, Padre, well played. Padre is very sad, banging the ground. This is the fun thing that I think that Force Arena missed out on. It was very realistic, and it wasn't a bad game, but it really, there wasn't a lot of fun in it. And Lego brings a lot of fun to the game and a lot of fun to Star Wars that we were otherwise missing with that game. So we're getting to the end of our video here. I'm just going to wrap it up and say we'll see you next time. Please subscribe and like this video. Really want to share and journey with you as we go forward. Thanks, everybody.